Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Wait, isn't that Yansan? Wonder what she's doing here.
I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
All right, I'll start by moving the box.
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just for show, you know. You see that?
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear it.
Just prepare to be amazed. What? My back! I knew I should have trained harder.
Yansan! We were just about to ask you the same thing. We didn't expect to run into you in these parts. What? There's nothing wrong about Paimon's current meal plan. Like today, Paimon just had some blazed meat stew, fried shrimp bean balls, sour sauce kipper, and... kale juice? Wait, isn't that your favorite drink, Trevor? If Eonsan's going to make some for free, Paimon would feel terrible if you won't get... Of course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
You're here, Eon-san. And you must be the traveler in Paimon. I've heard a lot about you. I'm sure we'll have a much better time now with your help.
Cold. I'm drowning! And there's something in the water!
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to...
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me, too.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, their mental state is quite poor. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but the damage had already been... We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle. According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions. We've never seen the effects this heightened before, but maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
Gasoithoth?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends...
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
True, It poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records for solution. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago.
Right! You can purify abyssal power! Might as well give it a try! It didn't work?
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
So, what can we do now? Don't tell me. My friend is.
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat Gasoithoth! They survived the battle! Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their minds?
What is it, Aeon-san?
But,
Are you sure about this?
So dark.
Huh?
Light. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it. No, please. Just leave me. Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
My friend. Is he any better? Duarte. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end. Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an Abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to—
Wait, what do you mean?
You're right. Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features. I don't think he ever stood out next to the others. No problem. Thank you for—
Be free. Duarte? How did you get here? Are you here to save me?
It's working!
That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. There's some... You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but I'm so glad you found me. Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew. Just like old times. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know? As if I'd let that happen. I No. Wait. Duarte? Wait, you're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss and then I was drowning. And a sword... You went through all that for me? While all I did was cause trouble for everyone? Thank you.
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat. It's no use. It'll just come back. It will devour everyone.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in either. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense.
Ion-san, I heard you cured a Toko? I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do? I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem to be connected. Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. Ion-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle? Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle? When Kochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as Flay. Kochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with severe trauma after the incident.
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke into her home. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother huddling behind her for safety, and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over. She became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation as a very capable warrior, and fought countless battles against the Abyss. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now it seemed...
How can we help her?
Quali?
Quali.
me the monster that hurt you! I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get better. She's the
Family? If Quali goes to battle, the Abyss... I can't let that happen! I have to... But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. But I'm no warrior. I'm just a coward. Still...
Gogeta.
Fight it! One more time.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle. I dispatched a team to clear them out, so most of them should be gone. But there might...
There's no turning back. I have to face it.
I'm coming too! I'm not letting my sister face this alone! Yeah! Got her!
Time to go.
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible. But I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood, the sound of my brother's cries. They told me to run. I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must have been because...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down.
Shut stay away from her! Let's help her out! Inazuma shines eternal!
I can do this. I have to do this.
Go away!
Where are the rest? Where are they hiding? That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with us. No. Wait. What am I saying?
She's back to normal!
Gogeta!
What just happened? That is quite embarrassing. Sorry about that. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting stronger over the years.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me. But not anymore. I'm going to get stronger. From now...
Is that so? Then I'll look... I finally feel like myself again. I think I'll rest here for a bit.
I'll keep you company.
Atoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Ian-san.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess she really can do the impossible. So all those rumors about the Traveler really...
Kochire's getting better too!
Yeah, honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw so many sick people. We only found the solution this time because you kept her cool and took control of... Whoa, you're right. That makes a lot of sense. That sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really... Oh, well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start... You're amazing, Ann-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe you're...
Ian-san, bad news!
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec. Right.
What are you doing, Uncle Lin? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. Careful! He's not himself!
Oh, Kotlan!
Yoo-hoo! So, things for a big monster? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Wretched Abyss! Get out of my tribe!
Shine down!
Mom, Dad, Archon, this is my final battle!
Please, son, you've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters! Give me my family back! Look, Uncle Lan! That's your father! He's standing right in front of you! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Are you alright, sir?
Please, don't hurt my son. He's...
But what should we do now? He's different from the other two. It's like he keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
Oh, Kotlan.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh? That voice, it's...
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option.
The draft of...
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst. It's either your end or mine! Hurry! He's awake!
Please, give him the draft. My son thinks he's alone in this world. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain. There's nothing more painful for a warrior than losing.
Monsters! What's going on? Dad? My head hurts. I just had this.
It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son.
For. Just. Capitano is fine.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home anytime. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens. Often, just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so we fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now. It may seem difficult to understand, but the reason is really quite simple. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natlan defeat the Abyss.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this war will end soon.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm not starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because all I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, and that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to—
Wait, like anything? Hana wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Oh, did something happen?
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay, so best of luck to you all. Goodbye.
So in the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. Oh, right, the Lord of the Night! They just seem so tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long? Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo, everyone's here!
Reunited at last.
I brought candy and cookies to share. Of course we missed you. Ooh.
Just in time, traveler.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
To be honest, a third of this amount is more than enough for my... I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hope. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle. Okay. The progress looks good.
Sorry I'm late.
Shaska showing up late for something?
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so... All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any, questions?
Nope.
All right, then, to start things off...
Hold on. Remember?
Oh, right, I almost... Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to... So basically you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see Sweet Lolly's reaction back there? But staying out here is just making Paimon even... Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. You're right. If only Paimon could...
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon.
But Paimon's not from that land.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely... sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon. Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all—
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Moika, and Natlan as a whole